Good morning and welcome to the craft room. I'm Ellie Barnes. We're going to do our fourth day in our 12 days of Christmas today, and we're going to look at the Jolly Delivery gift box. Now, I've had a little play with this and tried to work out what you could use it for, and we'll come up with some ideas together, I hope. But before we go any further, I'll just make sure we're going live in the right place, because nothing worse than it not happening and not being able to see your comments. And it looks like we are. So we're going to go down to the desk and have a look at the Jolly Delivery suite or bundle. It is a suite. It's got papers, it's got ribbons, it's got bling, it's got everything. But we're going to concentrate on the dies and just one stamp, but we are going to use the paper as well. So let's go down to the desk and have a look at what we've got. There's a lot of people at home watching, not watching, well, on their devices, being a public holiday here in Victoria. Yes, we get a day off for a horse race, the Melbourne Cup. I am going to be watching it, and I will go out to lunch with some friends, but first of all, we're going to concentrate on this. So here's the Jolly Delivery bundle. Parcels being delivered and letters being delivered by animals. And it's got dies to cut the animals out, plus the letters, plus the letterbox. There's a little stamp here as well. You can cut the paws out, and it's got some great sayings. Merry Christmas and Happy Wishes. From the North Pole. That's a good one for the kids, isn't it? Hoping this Christmas is the most magical yet. From me to you, which is what we're going to be using today. Special delivery, and from here to there, and sending merry tidings. Great, great sayings. Loving this suite. Haven't had a lot of play, but I will be doing a bit more with it later on. But first, let's get into this. I want to show you this die. Now, it comes with 3 pieces here. And if I can get them off the sticky, and I will, it's coming. Let's pop that aside. So this is the box. Now up the top here, and it's a bit hard to see, so I'll see if I can use some white. There are 3 little dints in the die. And they match the 3 dints in these pieces, and there are 3 different ones. And what this does is, and we'll do it upside down. This fits in here, and it connects into those dot dints, and that's your opening. Okay, let's move the die up so you can see. There's your opening there, and these 2 pieces fit through. So you have a round one, a heart, and a star. So for this box, I'm going to use the star. So this is going to go on my paper like that. So let's just bring the cut and emboss machine in. I am using Poppy Parade. Oh, I never showed you the paper. We'll have a look at that shortly. But I'm using Poppy Parade, which is one of the colours out of the paper. So let's put that aside and bring in our cut and emboss machine. And yes, the die does fit through, for those that might be thinking it's wide. It fits through not like that, but on the angle like that. So we're going to put our piece of paper down. Now this is just half a sheet of the cardstock. You can cut it more precisely so it fits better, but I haven't. Now here's our star. I'm going to push it now. It's got to go right up into this little spot here. Now, if, like my plates, they're not exactly flat, I found it moved around a bit. And so I used a good old Post-it note. You could use some washi tape, but I just used, because it was the first thing I could get my hands on, a Post-it note. I got it in place and I just stuck that on, like so. And that, oh, I haven't got the sticky bit far enough up. Yeah, I've got it far enough up. Let's try it again. Actually, I'm going to turn the plate and see if it is a bit better on the other side. I think it's the hill of the, like it goes, so let's have a look. My plates get a lot of use, you see. It shouldn't be this hard. It wasn't before. Mind you, I am doing it with my left hand because the machine's in the road. Now that's where I'm. So, it's just a matter of cutting it. I might have to pull out some new plates. Now that's worked just as we wanted it. So that can go, and these can go back onto here. Put this aside. So what happens is these stars fold up and will go through there. Now I want to put my box together, but before I do, I actually want to cut out a piece of this in coloured paper. And I'm going to use, because I just think it's so good, this paper. So I know how much I need. I need about, I don't need the flaps. So I need about that much. So I'm just going to, isn't this paper gorgeous? I'll show you all the paper in a minute. Do that. And I'm going to put this through. Now this, again, I'm just bringing my die back in, and I want this piece here. So I want the letters up the right way, so I'm just going to pop that on like so, and pop it on. So it's all up the right way. Pop my top plate on, and let's get it through. This over here and this here. So here is that piece. Now it's got the flaps on. I don't need them, so I'm just going to cut them off. And it's a little bit longer than what I wanted, so I'm just going to trim it. Oh, they're those horrid scissors. Those scissors are blunt. Too much paper cutting with them. I have this piece here, and I have this piece here, and this is going to be glued on here, and then we'll put our box together. And it is upside down, Ellie, but we won't do it again. I wasn't thinking about how it's going to fold together, was I? These things happen. Remember, I say it's not Hallmark for a reason, because we all make mistakes. But that's okay. So this is going on here, like so. Mind you, when you've got a sack of envelopes, they're all often upside down in there, aren't they? Now, let's take our bone folder and burnish these score lines. I've got myself getting tangled up over here. Try and keep myself together and organised. So we're going to burnish all these score lines, and then we'll be able to glue it together. You don't have to glue it together. It will fold up and stay together, but I want... So... Oh, I've got another one there to do. And now this one that we just covered. And that one there. So there's our little box. That glue's no good. Let's get this glue. I'm just going to put a dab of glue and then just a little bit on the side here. And that's all you need to glue your box together. So first of all, we're going to put our 2 tabs in. But I will, this is the other reason that this works. I found that this post-it note makes it so much easier to glue it all together because it fits perfectly around it. Get our 2 sides in. And I thought, that's the easiest way. Otherwise, it's quite fiddly. So a post-it note, it's too long, but it does fit in, and that will give you the right width, depth, so that you can get it to glue and stick into the box shape. While it's there, I'm going to fold those 2 flaps up. Now, my box is created. Not very decorative on the front. Now these, the other trick I found with these, and where did I put them? I had them out. Tweezers. I was going to say my tweezers, but I don't know where I put my tweezers. No, they're not there. Just hold your star together. The star's the hardest to get through, I found. The circle is the easiest, or the circle and the heart go through easy. But the star, you can't... Oh, once you get 2 bits through on both sides, like so. And it sits that way. And so your little star is holding it shut. And then we decorate the front. Now, I'm going to use these dies. These dies are called, what are these dies called? The perennial postage dies, which I thought worked beautifully with this set. So that I've already cut out this piece to go on the front. Again, this is more of the paper. So let me show you the paper and why we're using it. It is so beautiful. As I pull it all out. Now, I haven't even pulled it out before, so it's not going to be in any particular order. Okay, we have all these animals and letters on this page that are all cut out. So you don't have to fussy cut. They're all cut out. You just pull them out, and we will. On this page, again, we have letters and stamps and trucks and houses. On this page, we have delivery trucks. Heaps and heaps of delivery trucks. And I have, to save us time, fussy cut this little fella out. And he's going on the front. On the back is postage stamps and postage marks, and it's in garden green. We'll put these this side because you can see I tried this, but I thought it was too busy, and that's when I decided it would go on that side. They're just a couple of bits. This is, and you can see I've been using the paper. This is a lovely blue side, and then we've got more animals here. And you don't have to fussy cut them out. The dies cut out this bear, and it cuts out the raccoon on this page. The rest you have to fussy cut. But 2 of them that cuts out, and this bear's fabulous, isn't he? He's just a bit big for the box. We're using this side of the paper as well. And then this side is more letters and envelopes. And these are easy if you wanted to fussy cut out some envelopes and put it in, or parcels, and put them presents together with what you're doing. There's that piece again. As I said, I haven't gone through this, so here's more of those animals with the blue on the back. Then there's this row of houses, and they're fabulous, with letterboxes on the back. And then our parcels, and this has animals on the back. And again, we've got dies to cut out this little dog. Looks like a dachshund, and the cat. So we can cut out the cat and the dog on this paper. But look at this dog, isn't he so beautiful? So lots and lots of things that you can play with this, and we will come back to this at another stage. But I just wanted to show you that paper, and that's what we're using to make our set today. So I've die cut that out, and I'm just going to stick it on here. And I did have a lot of time trying to work out what to put inside the box, because it is not a box that fits a credit card, although I saw someone else rejig the box so it did. We're going to put him on the front, and I'm going to bring this in. There's lots of little postage stamps, and I think we'll take this blue candy cane for our box. We'll pop him over here, and we'll put this up here so he's got a postage stamp on him. Look, it's a very simple little box pulled together. There's nothing here that you couldn't do. I'm literally just pulling things out of the packet, out of the paper. And there's our box, but we need to put something in it. So I'm going to, I don't need that piece. I've got myself in a bit of a mess here, but I'm going to bring in, here they are, some white paper. That's that blue paper that I just showed you, and some red paper. And I'm going to cut out one red, and I want one on either side, a white side and a blue side. So we'll bring the cut and emboss machine back in and cut those out. Clear some room. So we'll pop that one on, and we'll pop this one on. A few little stars there stuck onto the board, but that's okay. And where's my plate? Let's just run this through quickly. That one down there, and then I'm going to use this die again and just cut out the white piece. Pop this aside. So we have these 4 pieces, 3 pieces. Can't count today. Now, I'm going to, first of all, on this piece, I'm going to stamp From Me to You in Garden Green. And if you're wondering why choose these colours, I just choose the colours that are in the paper, in the suite. So that just says, From Me to You. That's all the stamping I'm doing today. Oh, maybe not actually. No, we will do some more. And then on the back, here, you can tell the front to the back, just even by feel. There's a little ridge at the back, and it's nice and smooth at the front. On the back, I'm sticking this on, From Me to You. And there's that. And then I'm going to turn it over and stick this on the front. Now, to save time, here's some I prepared earlier. So I have 2 blue ones and 2 cream ones. But I haven't stamped the back of these ones, I thought I had. So let's quickly bring our mat back in and stamp them all. Could have stamped Merry Christmas on the back or something else, but actually we might. Shall we do that? What have we got? That Merry Christmas and Happy Wishes. We can put that down the bottom maybe. Let's get another block out. How about that? Could do it a bit straighter, really. It's always better to get it straight, isn't it? Merry Christmas and Happy Wishes. And that looks rather nice. So that's the back done. What about the front? Well, I am just going to bring in this sheet with all the doggies and cats and birds and all sorts of things. I'd love to use him. I could have used him on the front instead of the truck, which perhaps I should have. He's so cute. But I didn't. So I'm going to use this little doggy, because he's cute. We might put him on that one. And we might use a cat. He could go on that one, or maybe that one. What else shall we use? Will we use a rabbit? Got a bird. Got an owl. I'm sorry, it has to be this one. He's cute. He's a corgi. Will the bird fit there? Will the cat work there? Oh, I don't know. Maybe that cat isn't the right cat. Or maybe, what else have we got? We've got squirrels, we've got mice, rabbits. Does the corgi work over there? It's just a matter of making a decision of what you think looks the best and the cutest, and could try a rabbit. But I don't think the rabbit would work over there. I think the rabbit would work there. Maybe I could do that. What do you think? Oh, we haven't got a cat now. Got to have a cat. Okay. Well, we'll leave him there and we'll put the cat back here. All right. Decisions. Oh, I know what we can put on. It's not very Australian, but a squirrel. And all I'm going to do is glue them on. I think this corgi's very cute. And we've got a dachshund. I have friends that have dachshunds, and I'll have to make their gift tag with the dachshund, definitely. And our squirrel. Now these would be great for kids with the animals. Now I did find my pussycat has a little letter here and he's too long. So if I cut it off, but we don't have to leave the letter off. So I just cut it off and I cut the edges so they were nice and smooth. And we'll get the glue on this. And it fits here. And this little letter, pop a dab of glue there, and we'll just drop it as if he's dropped his letter. There. Now what are they? They're gift tags. So we need some string. So I just used 16 centimetres. There's a ruler down the bottom here. You can't see it, I don't think. But I just did that. And we need to cut a hole. Now, the set does come with a die. And it's somewhere, it's fallen off somewhere. I don't know where exactly. It does come with the die. It has dropped off somewhere that cuts the hole. But I found it too big. So I am going to use my punch. These are the little punches that came out earlier this year. And I'm just going to punch holes in them. I wonder if I could do that on that side. Yes, why not? Oh, he's a bit far over. I don't want to cut his nose off. I found with the 3 layers, the die cut didn't go through very well. So you'd have to do it, the die cutting. Not only was it too big, I felt, for these, but it didn't cut very well. You'd have to do each layer separately, or a maximum of 2 layers, I'd say. Now I just slide through. This is the easiest way to attach a gift tag. Slide through the loop and push the ends through the loop and pull. And that's as easy as that. 2 down, 2 to go. Now, we'll just get this last one done. You could do more than the 4 if you were doing this as a little gift. It would make a fun little gift. To give. So there's all your tags. We just open these up. And I just put the ribbon in, or the string in behind. And slid them into my gift box. Like so. Now you'd get probably another 2 in there easily without it feeling tight. And that was what I came up with. Now I've seen someone else do something, and I'm not going to make it all. I just want to grab a ruler and I'll show you what they've done. 7 by 6. So let's grab out a piece of cardstock. And quickly I'll show you what they did. It was something I saw this morning and I thought that is a great idea. So we want it 7 centimetres. And we're going to score at 6. And this 6, 12, 18, and 24. Well, we cut it 24 because that won't be the same length. And then we're going to fold it, concertina. And they decorated each one of these with a different delivery dog, which I'll do. I'll show you my version. And you could put white on the back somewhere here or on each or whatever. And then they just pop that in here, like so. And that became like a concertina little card. The other thing you can do is you don't have to use the delivery paper. I use the Modern Christmas set here, and I just put a Christmas tree, and it 'tis the season. And on the back, I did the circle as the opening. And yes, I have a gold cover, and it's easy to create the gold cover. I'm going to bring in the cut and emboss machine. I will grab the circle piece, if I can put my fingers on it straight away. There it is. And I will use a piece of gold here. We'll just cut the corner off. I find if you put the gold through, you can often make marks on the gold just from the cut and emboss machine. The plates, which we really don't want, so we'll just cut that circle out again so that you actually have an extra circle. And through we go. Pop this aside. And the circle is mainly cut out. It's just the two side bits here that you need to cut. And then you get your box. Let me put this in it so it stays firm and flat. I might do it the other way so it doesn't look so busy. So it's firm and flat, and you glue, but you must get the folds, fold it in half and put it on so that the folds match up with the folds here, so that you can fold it up and push it through. And that's how you make a little gold one. Or I could have done a star on this in a different colour. What about if we try a green star? Let me just... Where is my star? It was here. I've got a piece of green. I can grab one quickly. Oh, you know, when you're trying to rush something, it never works, does it? Here we go. Here's a green one. I'll just cut this through quickly here. And I will show you how we can put the star on the other box. Okay. There we go, that's cut through. Again, I'm going to just cut my star out. Now I'm just going to cut it out quickly and then trim it so that I've got it, that it fits. So I'm just going to tidy it up on the ends there. And cut this bit out. Like so. So there's my star. Let's put this in so we have a support in here. And as I said, I found having the support in there makes it so much easier. So let's get some glue. Now you don't want a lot of glue. We want our star just folded a little bit so we're going to line it up on the line. And this one's easier to see because it's the same. It's the one shape. I mean, I could do it that way and it just will not work because it's folded the wrong way. And I could put a bit in the middle and push it out on each of the stars. We're going to pop that on there. It's got to fit exactly on the right spot. And just to hold it so I don't hold it with my fingers, I'll put a block on it for a minute. Put these aside. Clean up a bit so you can see what we've been doing, not the mess. So we have our boxes with our gold match. We have our gift tags. We have a concertina piece and I will decorate that so it'll be in the photo. And there's our star done. I'll just get it to fold up. We'll close our box up with our star. And actually, it's a little bit firmer, so it is a bit easier to use because it's 2 layers. And there's our star close. And that's, of course, the front. So that's my take. Now, I tried to come up with a chocolate to fit in here. And I thought of the old-fashioned after-dinner mints. But they're now called after 8 and they're not individually wrapped. So I've got lots of chocolates to eat. So I still haven't come up with a chocolate that will fit in there, but you could put a handful of small lollies in it for kids. You could put like the Mentos lollies in would fit in. You get a whole heap in there. And I'm still going to keep an eye out for a chocolate that I can use because I think they're rather cute. All right, well, that's my take on the special delivery box. I will be coming to you with day 5. I'm losing track of the days already. I'll be coming to you with day 5 of our 12 days of Christmas, but I will be a bit later than normal. Hi, Ellen Clark. Just got your message. Just saw your little hi, your message. I will be coming to you tomorrow at 11 o'clock instead of 10 because I have a medical appointment in the morning. So I will see you at 11 tomorrow, and we are going to do another Christmas gift. It could be also a Christmas ornament that you use, but I'm using mine as a Christmas gift. So join me tomorrow and we'll have a look at that. And I hope you have a really, really good day. Here in Victoria, we've got a public holiday for the race, as I said, so we're off to lunch and then we're going to go watch the race on telly. I'll look forward to catching up with you tomorrow. Have a good day. Bye-bye.